Vanakkam, this is Hyder Ali Syed from Asivagam, United under Tamil Shiva.
Oh,
Yeah, last man, how are you?
I'm good.
So what's
Do you
up?
speak Hindi?
Yeah, I can speak Hindi, but I'd rather prefer speaking in English because other people will be there. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your topic today? Let's discuss Quran with Thai.
Yeah. Because most of the people who are into conversion racket, they don't understand the message of Quran.
Mm-hmm.
And Quran is a reminder, not a book of conversion.
Yeah.
So,
There's nowhere written in Quran to convert anybody.
no, it's not a book of conversion. And Prophet Muhammad, since he's a universal messenger, he was stopped from wasting his time on the people whose forefathers were not born. Quran chapter 36, 1 to 12. So Prophet Muhammad just sent letter of invitation to Roman Empire, Persian Empire, and fulfill his duty. And most of the time, Quran is talking about people of the book and children of Israel. Now the
Is
question.
Quran word of God? Do you believe it is word of God?
Yes, it's a word of God. It's a reminder for people of the book and children of Israel. And people who
I
respond.
have read some verses, but they doesn't seem to be spoken by Allah.
The thing is that it's how you see it. If you have some materialistic agenda for them, it's a business book for you. If the people are seeing it through hatred, then it's a book of hate. And it's basically Quran is a reminder. It's a unite the people of the book and children of Israel to fight against the Roman Empire, Persian Empire. This is the purpose of Quran, main purpose. Because during the
Quran has nothing to do with Muslim.
No. There's no such thing as Muslim. What do you mean by Muslim? Muslim is actually a faith, and right to declare individual faith is with Allah.
For you, Christian and Jews are also Muslim.
No, Jews and Christian, as per Bukhari Hadith, are Persian Empire, Roman Empire.
Then who are those Israelites?
Israelites are from family of Ibrahim, and they are Semitic black, and as per Quran chapter 17 verse 104, end of time they will return back to their land, and their land is from Iraq to Jerusalem, from Jerusalem to Mecca. So in the end the children of Israel will fight against the Muslim world. So Jesus versus Muslim world, this is the final fight.
Jesus versus Muslim.
Yeah.
So you are going to fight with Jesus?
No, I'm not going to fight with him. Why should I fight? I'm not a fool to fight against Jesus. I'll be with Jesus to fight against the Muslim. I'm fighting right now, no? Because
You are not Muslim.
I'm a believer. I don't declare myself as Muslim, because a Muslim means one who submits to will of Allah, and Allah has accepted the submission. And all prophets are Muslims because Allah, their faith has been accepted by Allah. You and I, our faith has not been accepted because on the day of judgment we will be judged. We can say we are believers, Mu'min, but not Muslim. And believers in what? Chapter 4 verse 136. If you have a Quran, you can open it.
You are believer, not Muslim.
Believer means a Mu'min, a believer. How can you say you are a Muslim? Muslim means, is your faith equivalent to faith of Ibrahim? Are we equal to Ibrahim?
Muslim is the person who submits to the God, means he submits to the will of God. He knows that there is one God. He believes in that God.
So, but Allah will declare who is believer and who is not a believer. The right to judge individual faith is with whom? Muslim comes under faith, na?
So you are basically believer.
Yeah, I'm a believer. Believing in God, believing in all books, all messengers, angels, and day of judgment.
This verse from Al-Fatiha, first verse, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is spoken by God himself?
See, every word is from God. Revelation is there, and people who are not from this land, they are not connected with God, because spiritually, this book Quran is a reminder. It's a spiritual book, not a religious book. And people who have made this as a religious book, and religion is disconnecting people from spiritualism. So a religious person will ask such question, not a spiritual person. See, the thing is, Quran is basically talking about family of Ibrahim, and as a normal man, see, I'm not a part of a family of Ibrahim. So why should I study history of family of Ibrahim? You're getting the point. We have to study the mother colony. Mother colony is Adam. So whatever story has been there, we have to understand it. Regarding family of Abraham, knowing it's you can know it. You cannot know, you if you want you can read it. If you don't want, you don't want to read it. That's your wish. But every man has his own family history. That's why in the Indian culture we have Kuldeva. And regarding Mecca,
There is one verse in Quran, I think in Al-Fatiha, verse number 5. Can you read it out for me?
you can read it. What you want from that? Guide us to
It
the
is
straight
written
path.
there. I don't remember what is written there. Do you we worship and do you we ask help from?
Yeah, that's
like that.
true meditation, nah? Because chapter 2 verse 2 says how to be worship God. That is conscious of God.
Do you think this is spoken by God Himself? Will God said that to you we worship and to you there's we seek help?
Yeah, of course. Whom do we seek help from? Our ancestors, our genetic memories. The Sangam is there.
No,
There
why
are many
will God
things.
say Himself?
The thing is that there are many things. Like in Buddhism, when you talk about Sangam, then there are Dhamma. These are different levels of understanding. So when you are seeking for guidance, you have to travel different
No,
places. Yeah.
Buddhism they don't say it's word of God. You people say this is spoken by the God Himself.
So that's
So
a revelation, nah?
how can God say, I worship to you, I this and that? How can God say to Himself?
He's not
Who is
talking
saying
to
that word?
himself. There are different level of dhammas, sangam dhamma, then special guidance, and ultimately the last part is prophet or God. You have to go seek guidance from the God, but before that you have to seek guidance from collective educated people, then from sangam, then is dhamma, then is various stages are there. You cannot just connect with God. It's a different level is there, different dimension is there.
There are many verses like, we have made earth for you, we have did this for you. Who is we there?
It's a respect actually. You talk to some grammar scholars, Arabic grammar scholars. So he will explain you well.
Yes, somebody told me it's a royal word. We is a royal word, it's kind of respect. Yes,
Like Hindi says the hum.
I accept that.
Hum. That's the hum is there na.
Yes, see, if a team wins a match, his captain is his representative, okay? And what will he say? He will say, we won the match. He won't say that I won the match, right? It's
Yeah,
kind
so-
of respect he's going to give to the fellow mates as well.
Yeah. So it's people who are spiritual and they stand with God. So it's a team, na.
Yeah, that's why what I wanted to say. Some people say, no, that's only God. We here.
No, God doesn't interfere in the day-to-day life. It's individual karma they have to do.
It's the people, the person who is saying that he's taking on account all other beings also, like other prophets,
Yes.
other angels.
Yeah. Because Quran says now that you are not fighting alone. Allah's army is with you, with angels and other things are with you. So help of God is from unseen world also. So it's a we, not a I.
Yeah, and there's one verse which clearly says that Quran is the message of, the word of messenger. It is written in one verse.
Just reading must be out of context. You read the whole thing, it will come to know.
It is written clearly that it is the word of noble messenger.
Yeah, and he will speak only what Allah says. And if you read the whole verse, you will come to know. See, here the question is not about Quran. Here the question is that Muslim world, they hate Quran and they don't want the truth of Quran to reach people. Because when during the timeline of Prophet Muhammad, it was Tamil king who responded to Prophet Muhammad. And the Muslim world are basically settlers, Roman Empire, Persian Empire, descent, and Jesus, Muhammad, Bible, Quran never entertains them. So these are the enemies of Quran and an enemy of mankind. By DNA, who are they? Are they native or are they settlers? Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Saudi, are they native of that land or outsiders? I'm asking a question to you.
Yeah.
They are not native of that land, they are outsiders. So God is not with outsiders, He is with the native. And that's the reason why Yasin stops Prophet Muhammad from wasting time on the curse.
Actually,
Curse
this
heedless
Quran
people.
was revealed to the people living in the particular Arabic region, right?
No.
It
That's
was not
not.
for the Christian or the Jews, I think.
Christian it refers to Roman Empire. Who started Christianity?
It was through Jesus.
No. Jesus never started
Jesus
anything.
came.
Jesus' mission is limited to lordship of house of Israel as per the Bible. And Jesus clearly says that I have come only for the lordship of house of Israel, not for Gentiles. Gentiles mean Roman Empire. And Bible says to Gentiles they are children of swine. So the Gentiles are the Roman Empire. And Roman Empire today hiding behind the label of Muslim. So Bible is calling the Muslim as children of swine. As for Quran is concerned, Prophet Muhammad never entertained the cursed heedless people whose forefathers were not warned. Chapter 36, 1 to 12, you can read it. So Jesus, Muhammad, Bible, Quran never entertains Roman Empire, Persian Empire. So if those people are running the religion stuff in the name of Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi, they are a stray group, and as they are astray, so they will be.
But Quran is talking about specifically about Christian, Jews, specifically pointing it.
No. Where it is pointing out?
I have seen very many.
See, chapter 2, verse 140. Chapter 2, verse 40. You read it.
It maybe I will find.
No, yes, Google it out. You'll come to know. Is it talking to children of Israel or Jews and Christians? See, there are 4-5 words in Quran which you have to understand. First is children of Israel, people of the book, Jews, Christian and Muslim. So these are 5 words. If you know the definition of this word, you will understand Quran better. Otherwise, it's just you will be just stuck with, because of these ulamas, they will say that Christian means people of the book. What do you mean by people of the book? They will say Jews and Christian, and then they will say who are children of Israel. Again, they will say Jews and Christians are children of Israel are people. Jews and Christian. So when you read,
at one verses I saw that it was written right, like you should not have friendship with Jews and Christians.
yes, even interrace marriage is not allowed. Chapter 2, verse 221, because you are because
No. It's with unbelievers, not with Jews and
unbelievers.
Christians.
Who are unbelievers?
Those who don't believe in Allah.
No. Those who don't believe
But
the
Jews
article
and
of faith.
Christians do believe in Allah.
See, Jews and Christians are Roman Empire and Persian Empire, as per Bukhari Hadith.
It was not empire. They were Allah sent them a prophet like Moses and Jesus.
Moses came for children of Israel, not for Jew.
Yeah, for children of Israel, and those are the Jews
Who told you?
who are following Torah. They all are Jews.
Torah is Jesus came for children of Israel. Moses came for children of Israel. David came for children of Israel. Prophet Muhammad, whole mission is calling children of Israel. So the Bible, Torah, and Gospel are interconnected. We're calling the one particular people. So who are Jews and Christians? Explain me that. Who are children of Israel? And Quran chapter 17 verse 104 clearly states that end of time children of Israel will return back to their land. Because if you know history, during the timeline before the timeline of Jesus, children of Israel fled from the land.
You are also children of Israel.
No, I'm not. Even the circumcision is only meant for family of Abraham, not for other people. Any more questions?
I was first searching that Jews and Christians written there in Quran.
It's written in chapter 2 verse 120, chapter 2 verse 140, chapter 2 verse 40. Surah Baqarah is more than enough.
There's one verse, chapter 4, verse number 160.
Yeah, don't take offense. That's what we're talking about. No?
Huh?
What is telling?
It says, because of wrongdoing of Jews, we forbade them good things which were made lawful unto them, and because of their much hindering from Allah's way. What were those lawful food they were?
Lawful means those people, they used to play with holy books and they used to kill the messengers of children of Israel. So that's the reason why.
So it was their wrongdoing.
Yeah, because see the settlers over here. See the settlers in the Middle East, whether it be Roman Empire, Persian Empire, that land belongs to Tamil colonies, na? So right from Anatolia to Mesopotamia and Mesopotamia to Iranian Plateau and Indus Valley, these are all Tamil colonies.
The Quran is saying that we forbade them good things. what are those good things they forbid them?
Before that, I think you should read because Prophet Muhammad is a universal messenger, and and Allah stops Prophet Muhammad from wasting his time on the curse heedless people whose forefathers were not warned. You can go to chapter 36, 1 to 12, because that's the turning point. Because before that, Jesus Christ never entertained Gentiles.
He's talking about food, right? Food. Good
Food is okay, that's okay. But what about Prophet Muhammad is a universal messenger, no?
Food goods.
Prophet Muhammad is a universal messenger, and he never converted anyone.
Can you point out those unlawful they were made for them?
I don't want to go into that because that's not the matter of concern. It's basically today what we are eating is all GMOs, and most of the things are made of pig DNA. So we are eating all those hybrid swine flesh, whether it be chicken, whether it be anything. So what we are eating, we should think about ourselves, not what happened to the Jews and the Christians. You're getting the point. We are eating all hybrid stuff, and that's the chicken which we eat. It's a pig hormones. The Jersey cow milk which we are having, it's a pig milk.
So these all were made lawful for them.
No. We have made it. See, it applies for us also. We are making all this lawful for us. No, if we are united, we could have stopped chicken. Should have stopped the processing factories, Jersey cow. All this we could have stopped, but we did not stood up, and today we are eating it. So we have made it lawful for us. No?
So you are going against Quran.
Yeah, everyone is going against Quran. See, I'm a practical.
So Jersey cow is unlawful for you.
Jersey is a mixed DNA cow. You know that what is the difference between Jersey and cow? Jersey cow and cow. If you are a farmer, you will understand what is real cow and what is a hybrid cow. So you get the point. So we are not having natural. We are having hybrid stuff, which is genetically modified.
So hybrid is unlawful.
Of course, it's unlawful because Satan, Iblis told God that he will make his creation, alter his creation. So we are doing alteration. We are not eating pure hen. We are eating hybrid hen, which is full of hormones, growth hormones. Same thing applies for the cow also, Jersey cow. So now what can we say? We have made everything.
How can we say it is unlawful for making hybrids?
See, we are playing with Allah's creation, na? We are not supposed to do that. Today, if
so for you, food processing is also against Allah's creation.
We can say that because
like we make pizza, burger, processed food, etc.
It's all factory made. Na? The factory made, these are production stuff, and natural way, if you grow it, it's basically chemical and all that stuff, and chemical is not good for health. Na? Today, why we are having diabetes, cancer and all that? Even the oil which we are eating, refined oil, what is it? It is petrol actually. So nothing is pure. So it will only alter the DNA of individual, and ultimately they will become sick, and they will end up in doctors will make money, pharmaceutical industry, mafia. So these are people who will make money. So it's all about corporate stuff, not nothing to do with religion. And Christianity, Islam, and all these are also corporate stuff. Nothing to do with spirituality. Yeah. So I don't discuss on the matter which company is good, whether it's Christian company is good or Jew, Christian or Shia, Sufi, Sunni. It's a waste of time because Quran doesn't entertain them. So why should we entertain them?
There are many Muslims, they don't believe in hadith. They say it is man-made. We don't attach with the word of God.
It depends which hadith is connected with Quran. So it depends. See, the people don't have time to ponder on Quran. So where is the question that they will search for hadith, and hadith is full of good and bad hadith. So and then who decides which hadith is authentic and which is not authentic? So it all connects with Quran. So if you know Quran, you can have the Furqan and you can judge what is right and what is wrong. So and normally 2 billion Muslim and no one knows Quran message. So Ultimately, we can say that Muslims are hypocrite because they have the book, God's book, and they are not fulfilling their responsibility. They are not reading that book, and in the name of Islam, they are just creating a nuisance all over the world.
Yeah, yeah. Is it written in Quran to eat cow, etc.?
Cow is okay; we can eat it.
Is it written in Quran?
It's written that you can eat what is the lawful animal is that, and Ibrahim had cow, because the story is all connected with family of Ibrahim and children of Israel and people of the book. When the Quran says people of the book, it refers to the Tamil people, and in Tamil culture, people eat cow, bull, everything, not pig. And when the Quran says children of Israel, it refers to family of Ibrahim. If you are from family of Ibrahim, you should respond to the call of Allah. Otherwise, it's no need for responding also, whether it be Torah, Gospel or Quran. History part is totally dominant, is talking about children of Israel, children of family of Ibrahim history. Regarding Adam and Noah, we have to understand because it's the mother colony, so everyone is connected. But regarding family of Ibrahim, only the members of family of Ibrahim are connected. So we don't have to look into their history. That's not compulsion. That's not. We have made it compulsion because of the people who are into religious organization. They have created a religion out of Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. See, China, Japan, South Korea, they are sticking with their tradition, way of life, spirituality, and Allah has given them the status of superpower. Whereas India, Africa, these are the people who following the spiritual way of life. But when after the Caucasian settlers and various other religions took over India and Africa, and other part of the land, today they are slave on their own land. So religion disconnects people from God.
Have you heard about the kalma that you recite?
That's how can you say you are a Muslim? By reading kalma, will you become Muslim?
Where is it written to say kalma, etc.? Is it in Quran?
No.
Then who made that kalma? Someone?
The rulers, the Ottoman Empire, the Shia, the Khwaris Empire. These are all the Roman Empire, Persian Empire, who later became hiding under different levels. Yeah.
People nowadays use this kalma to convert people.
So conversion is not there. It's a money making racket, na. Prophet never converted. So who is giving the authority to declare anyone as a Muslim? Who has given anyone to declare you and me as Muslim? That guy is not a owner of Day of Judgment, na. On the Day of Judgment, Allah will say whether you have submitted or you have not submitted. But before that, everyone has to identify, should live as per their tradition, way of life. Yoga, meditation, activation of Kundalini chakra, and so on. And remembering your ancestors. We are all connected with our ancestors, as per Quran also. It states that. You are into Dawa, or which organization you are from?
Me?
Yeah.
Organization? I'm not with any organization.
But you have the knowledge, you are studying.
Yeah, I'm studying online.
Comparative studies you are doing.
Yeah, I'm studying by myself. Trying to find out the truth, what is in Islam, what is in Hinduism, what is in Christianity.
See, all religions are fake except for spiritualism. And tradition way of life is yoga, meditation, activation of Kundalini, and getting connected with our ancestors and genetic memories and to higher conscious. This is the basic theme for all the tradition way of life, whether it be China, India, Africa, everyone. Now, all religions are anti-spiritual people. They are enemy of spiritualism. So, if you are a religious person, you are enemy of God. So, whether it be Hinduism, whether it be Christianity, whether it be Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi, these are all enemy of God, anti-spiritual policy.
So, Islam is not religion.
Islam is not started by anyone. It's a spiritual part that was started from Adam. And the Quran is the final messenger, reminding the natives.
But why people call Islam as those who are right now Muslims, they are Islamist? Why they don't say Islamic to other people like Jews and Christians?
See, the Muslims, they are living in a superiority complex, and very soon they will be exposed. And because the final fight is between the Muslim and the Jesus Christ, and all Muslim organization falls under the category of munafiq, hypocrite. And as per Quran, hypocrite will be the lowest depth of hellfire. So all Muslim organizations are going to go to hellfire.
Yeah, there is an organization Dawa. It invites people to convert.
Yeah, but conversion is not there, na? Where is, because Quran chapter 2 verse 120 clearly says the Jews and the Christians will never be satisfied with you until you follow their way of life. Who are the Jews and Christians? The Roman Empire, Persian Empire, now hiding behind the label of Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi. The slaves of sultans are called Muslim in India, but sultans are looters, na? So where is the question that and the Quran is basically a native book, and sultans are outsiders. And the Christianity, East India Company started Christianity, so they are looters. They came here for looting this country, and they have started the religion. So slave of their are called Christians. So they are it cannot be in the name of Jesus Muhammad. They are looting the entire globe. It's hypocrisy, no? Huh? So hypocrites, Muslims are hypocrites. So basically, in the end time, they will have a bad time. So now you see all the Muslim countries are they are killing each other. Because as per Quran chapter 30, the Rome has been defeated, and the believer will rejoice. So when you look at the Muslim world status today, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, they are killing each other. They are killing each other. Yemen. So these are the land which was once belongs to the native, and today those Caucasians are killing each other. So it's the same thing, patterns which is happening once again. So when these people will destroy, when these people will
after death of Muhammad, there was a lot of fight.
No, that's all fake story. It's a fake story. There is no such thing as Abu Bakr, Ali, Umar, Ghani. These are not Khalifa of Islam.
And who according to you as Khalifa?
Khalifa as per Quran chapter 2 verse 246. You can open it. The right to administration is given to particular family as per Quran. So where is the question?
Muhammad's family.
Who?
Muhammad's family.
No. Seed of David, tribe Judah, Moors. Children of Israel. As per Quran. So that's the reason why the old administration center, Jerusalem, belongs to children of Israel. Their new administration became the Mecca. And from Mecca, children of Israel, tribe Judah, Moors, they ruled Hijaz region, and 800 years they ruled Europe. That's history. Regarding Ali, Abu Bakr, all these stories are fictitious. Nothing to do with real Islam. It's a creation of Shia, Sunni, Roman Empire, Persian Empire. After 200 years.
Abu Bakr, Umar.
Oh, it's all fake. Characters may be there, but right to administration is not with them. The right to administration as per Quran. You can read the Quran verse if you want to. So if these dumb Muslims are doing a hypocrisy, they will have to face the consequence.
They were all companions of Muhammad.
See, companion is totally different, but right to administration is with whom?
Then who was supposed to take the administration?
Administration is with tribe Judah, Moors. In a tribal system, everything is destined. Allah chooses whom He wills. So you can read it.
Who would have been the administrator after Muhammad's death?
The administration came before the death of Muhammad, not after that.
What after Muhammad?
No. You can read chapter 3, verse 144. You can read chapter 2, verse 246. Right to administration is given to the people whom Allah has chosen. So they became the administrator.
How will the administration go after the death of Muhammad? Who will take it? Who will take that responsibility?
The tribe Judah, Moors, they took it. Why Qibla changed? Old Qibla belongs to whom? Who belongs to whom? Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi, or children of Israel?
Children of Israel were before Muhammad.
Yeah, so children of Israel. King Solomon built their first administration center at Jerusalem, and because of Roman Empire, they got defeated, and they fled and they settled among the safe land, that is Arabia. And after when Prophet Muhammad came, the new Qibla, new administration for children of Israel, tribe Judah, Moor became Mecca, and from Mecca these people ruled. This is the as per the Quran I'm talking about. So
Your perspective is totally different from other Muslims. I have interacted with them also, but
I'm giving you Quranic verse. No, they don't know Quran. That's the main problem. I'm giving the reference from the Quran. No? Are they giving any reference from Quran? They are living in a world of mythology.
I found a verse here, chapter 5, verse 51.
Uh,
O believers, take neither Jews nor Christian as guardians, they are guardians of each other.
Yes.
Whoever does so will be counted as one after them.
Yes.
Surely Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people.
See, the whole mission of Prophet Muhammad was to reunite Ghar Wapsi, you can say Ghar Wapsi, of people of the book and children of Israel. That is native. And the Roman Empire, Persian Empire, they were settlers. So people who used to work with them, or they used to associate with them for some material gain, or for their white women. So these people, they were working with them. So this is a warning given to them, and there's a slowly process is there. Allah, Quran says that people who are working with Jew, or they are working associated with Christians, they will also go to heaven. And then when later on the same thing is that now you don't have to associate with any of these Jews and the Christian. So the Jews and the Christian refers to the Persian and the Roman Empire. So the Quran is basically a reminder for the people who already have the book.
Yeah.
And Roman Empire, Persian Empire, they don't have any books because they are children of bloodline of Cain from Europe. Okay, so Jesus calls them children. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they are all outsiders. So the Bible calls them children of swine. Well, Quran says them whether you want them or do not want them, they will not believe. Regarding Europe, Quran says they will accept spiritualism because among them there are monks. But regarding the Jewish lobby, means the Brahmins and the Baniyas, Khoja Bori Memon and the priestly cult. So these traders and the priestly cult, religious organization, they are stiff-necked people. They will never accept the spiritual part. So Muslim world, the Christian organization, the Muslim organization, these are all part of Jewish syndicate.
So what according to his Ghar Wapsi means you have to...
Quran is the best book for Ghar Wapsi. Quran is the best book for Ghar Wapsi. In Ghar Wapsi, you have to return back to yoga, meditation, activation of Kundalini Chakra, because Quran chapter 15 verse 87 talks about 7 of repeated, that is Kundalini. And Quran chapter 24 verse 35 talks about light upon light, nur ala nur. So it's talking about the pineal gland. And so this is all, and Quran says that Allah guides whom He will. So if you are conscious of God, guidance comes from God. Allah guides whom He will. So guidance is not from any Maulvis or any scholars. It's basically a relationship between you and God. So that's spiritual.
What was that reference you gave me? 87 chapter.
Chapter 80. Okay. 1587. Regarding the 7 of repeated. Chapter 15.
Chapter 15.
Yeah. 1-5, verse 87.
87.
Don't read the bracket, just read the text, because these people are writing their own version of interpretation in the bracket.
Verse number 86. We have indeed given you the 7. Oft repeated example and majestic Quran. We have granted you the 7 doubly repeated verses.
That's in bracket, because Allah has given two things to Prophet Muhammad, that is 7 of repeated and the Quran. And Surah Fatiha is inside Quran, not outside Quran. So their interpretation is that to hide the spiritual
And
part.
in fact, we have given you the 7 OFT recited
Of repeated.
and the grand Quran.
Yeah.
So these 7 are the surahs of Al-Fatiha, right?
Surah Fatiha has 6 verses, not 7.
But I have seen 7 verses.
How it is 7? You can just check it and tell me how it is 7.
We have granted you 7 doubly repeated, built in the ground. We have indeed given 7. Repeated. Just okay, wait.
So you can check Surah Fatiha whether it is 6 or 7.
Surah Fatiha. There are 7, 1 to 7.
What is the first verse?
Okay, wait. First verse is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Okay, now check other chapters and see whether 1114 chapters, all 14 114 chapters, whether Bismillah has been numbered or not numbered. Why they have numbered Surah Fatiha? This is my question. You can check Surah Baqarah whether it is numbered or not numbered. You can see other chapters also.
Numbered what?
Surah Fatiha, they have numbered Bismillah as 1. Okay,
Bismillah is starts
number 1.
in the beginning of every chapter, right?
Yeah, but they have not been numbered. They have not given any numbers for that. Surah Baqarah, if you open Surah Baqarah and see whether Bismillah, that number is there or not. What number does that line has, verse has?
But you said about Al-Fatiha, I have here 7 verses written here. So
Bismillah
you
is
don't consider the first one the verse?
first verse is numbered, no? Bismillah
So you
is
don't
numbered.
consider this Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is a verse?
Yeah, but they have numbered it. That's the reason why it became 7. And Surah
They
Baqarah,
have numbered it. It is the first verse.
first verse, but does it say number 1 over there?
They just use it there.
The number is there or not? 1, 2, 3, that 1 is there or not?
7 is Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Bismillah is 1, Alhamdulillah is 2. No, Bismillah is 1.
So is Alhamdulillah also somewhere written?
No, I'm not talking about Alhamdulillah, I'm talking about Bismillah. Bismillah is numbered there, no? Number 1 is what? Bismillah, no?
Yeah, it has been repeated many times in Quran.
But
That's what Quran is saying.
check
It's not talking about it has been numbered or not, but it is repeated.
I'm not talking
That's
about that.
what
Just check Surah Baqarah and see whether Bismillah has been numbered or not numbered.
It is not numbered, but it is used.
Yeah, it is used, but why they have numbered here?
Why should they number the verse again? They have just used it one way.
See, all Bismillah.
All Surah Fatiha verses has been used. These are the basic verses for every Muslim.
See, the thing is, Surah Fatiha has 6 verses as per, and to make it 7, they have made Bismillah as numbered, and that's the reason why they get 7 verses. And Quran is very clear, 7 of repeated and the majestic Quran. And Surah Fatiha is a part of Quran, not outside the Quran. So this is how they are trying to destroy spiritualism. Anyway, they have to suffer. Whatever they are doing, they will suffer. What we got to do. If they are lying, they will suffer.
So this verse has been spoken by Allah, right? So it should be a verse if it has been spoken by Allah.
It has been spoken in the other part also, no? But they have been not numbered.
Yeah, it's not numbered, but it has been spoken by Allah.
So why not numbered? That's my
it
question.
has been counted. It has been counted here.
Who
Now the
decides?
question arises: are the other verses counted or not?
Yeah, they are not been
Are
counted.
the other verses of the Al-Fatiha counted on other chapters or not?
Bismillah has not been counted there in other chapters.
And what about that Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen?
See, the thing is, Quran chapter 15 verse 87 talks about 7 Kundalini. That's clear. But the deception of this Muslim world is that they don't want to talk about 7 Kundalini, because if they talk about 7 Kundalini, then they will be talking about Hinduism. So they don't want to talk about Hinduism or Sanatan Dharam or Asivagam. So that's the reason why they are playing with words.
So what according to you is this 7?
7 is 7 Kundalini.
Kundalini?
Yeah.
I think this is not a part of Islam. This Kundalini and astrology is something like that.
You just check it. It's a part of Islam.
Is there any astrology in Islam also?
Islam, when was Islam started?
I must say it was when the Prophet Muhammad came.
No, then you are wrong. Prophet Muhammad never.
You will say with the Adam.
No, I will say it from the Quran, chapter 42, verse 13. You can read that. Chapter 42, verse 13. You can read that verse. Chapter 42, verse 13. 1 3.
Chapter 40, verse
42.
3.
42, yeah.
Chapter 40. Ghafir. Is it Ghafir? Ghafir.
Chapter 42.
Chapter 42?
Yeah.
I thought 40. Chapter 42, verse 13.
Yeah, 1 3.
Ashura. It says, He has prescribed you the religion and He enjoined upon Noah, which we revealed to you, O Muhammad, and which we enjoined upon Abraham, Moses, Jesus, commanding, establish this religion, do not split up regarding it. So, it is talking about religion. You said Islam is not a religion.
See, the way of life, you can say it as a way of life. Whatever Noah has followed, Noah followed way of life. Whatever Noah followed, the same way of life, Ibrahim followed, Moses followed, Jesus followed, and Muhammad followed. So all are following the way of life which what Noah has followed. And as per Noah is a son, is from the lineage of third son of Adam. That is Set, S-E-T, Set. Set is Shiva. So Quran is basically talking about, if you have any knowledge about Tamil tradition, whatever the Tamil tradition they say, Quran is confirming that. You know anything about Tamil tradition, oral tradition?
No.
They say that first human is black. Quran chapter 15 verse 87 says that Adam was black. Then they say that first administrator is Shiva, the first Pandian of the first king. So Quran chapter 2 verse 30 talks about vicegerent appointed on the earth. Chapter 2 verse 30. Then Tamil tradition says that all information taught by pen to first Siddha, that is Shiva. Again, Quran chapter 96 1 to 5 talks about teaching people by pen. So whatever the tradition is there of Tamil tradition, everything has been confirmed by Quran. And this is why the Tamil king responded to Prophet Muhammad. North Indian Shiva, South Indian Shiva. There are two Jesus, white Jesus and black Jesus. There are two Muhammad, white Muhammad and black Muhammad. So there are two versions also. So there are two different things.
How can we two Muhammad and two Jesus?
Real Jesus' mission is limited to Lordship of House of Israel, not for Gentile. And the people who started Gentile, they started the religion called Christianity. They took the name of Jesus, but they have portrayed him as a European. So there are two Jesus, no?
Then how can you say to Muhammad?
Muhammad is a black man. And most of the Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi, they say he's a white man.
So for you, Muhammad is black and for them it's white.
Yeah.
So it's true.
Because the land which Arabia is, no white person can stay there in desert without the AC. So if AC was not there, I think people should stop going to Mecca. Because of AC only, the people are going there. Especially the white people. But climatically, it is suitable for the black people.
I have seen many people in that region in Middle East, very pretty. They are very pretty.
They are Caucasian settlers, no?
And the people of Saudi Arabia also.
Yeah, Saudis are they are devil from Najd, no? And as per Quran, they are these people who fought against Prophet Muhammad, and after victory of Muhammad, Fateh Makkah, those white people are not supposed to enter into Hijaz region, and it was only after Ottoman entered into Medina in 1400 AD, and then Saudi entered into Hijaz region in 1926, genociding 8 lakh black people, and illegally occupied that land.
Black people are only found in Africa region, Africa's continent.
No, the thing is, the real children of Israel are black, and they will return home. And as per, if you go to other room, children of Israel, they will say they are black people. So, and since Prophet Muhammad is their cousin, so they are also black people. And Hagar was from Africa, and Africans are black.
Sarah, I have heard this name. Adam's wife. Were they Adam's wife?
Adam is black.
Oh, sorry, Ibrahim's wife.
Ibrahim's wife, Hagar. Yeah.
I have read somewhere that he married his aunt. Sarah was his sister or aunt, I don't know.
It's a story, and we don't know what the story is. So people who have a deceptive mind, especially the Caucasians who marry their own mother, the white people, so and they used to read their ancestors. So those people, they have written many bad thing about him, especially language like Sanskrit and Hebrew. These two languages, because if you see what these people are doing, they are decoding everything from Sanskrit, and the people are confused. Like for example, Sumerian code. Sumerian code is before 7000 BC, but they are decoding it with Hebrew. Hebrew language came after just recently, 500 BC.
Yeah.
So, but the oldest language there is Tamil. So they should do research based on Tamil language. Na? Why Hebrew? So this is what is.
Read history very well now.
Huh?
I guess I have to read history very well now.
See, it's history. That's why Quran talks about Adam, Noah, family of Imran, and family of Ibrahim. You should know the history of Adam, Noah. Regarding family of Ibrahim, if you don't want to know, don't know.
I read this in Google.
Yeah, then go ahead, read it. Yeah, Quran is basically a history book.
I have read about Muhammad that he married his son's wife.
That's adoption, because we cannot give our name to anybody. You're getting the point?
Yeah, he was adopted by Khadija, and when he married him, he was his adopted son.
So, but later on, as per the law, because adoption is not a part of tradition culture, we cannot give our name to anybody because genetic memories are there. So that concept has been eradicated by Asivagam also doesn't encourage.
Them was like father and son, right?
No. How can it be father? What do you mean by father and son? Father-son relationship is from your DNA, containing your genetic memories. So is adopted son have the same memories of his father? Adopted son? Does he has adopted father's genetic memories? No. So how can he be his son?
Yeah, it's not his biological son, but
So genetic. This is what Asivagam talks about. It talks about genetic memories.
he just accepted him as his son.
So that way you can accept anyone as your son, no? But genetically he's not your biological son, no?
But the question arises, why Muhammad married Zainab?
Because to eradicate the concept of adoption. Because no one can, because for that concept, and plus today, like lots of Shia, they are saying that they are from lineage of Muhammad, right? Huh? So when the Quran is talking about he is not a son, or he is not having any son, so where is the question that his lineage is there? So still these people, the white people, are claiming to be from the bloodline of Fatima, Ali, and Muhammad. So this is how deception is going on.
Yeah, it is written that Muhammad was very attracted towards her. She was so beautiful, and it made the divorce between the Zainab and Zayd.
See, the thing is that all the stories I told you, just like Abu Bakr, Omar, Ghani, all these are fictitious characters. Not even if they have no right to be a Khalifa. You can read chapter 2, verse 246. You can read that.
Why Zayd gave the divorce to Zainab? Why he divorced her?
See, that's a different issue. I don't want to go into that because all the stories which is there, it is written by
You
these.
know history very well before Muhammad and after Muhammad also.
After Muhammad is not important. And why should we study history of Muhammad? That's also there. No? I should study my family lineage, my history. Why should I study history of Muhammad, Jesus,
Because
Moses?
Muhammad is a great, important personality.
But he's not a part of my family. No?
So even the Ibrahim.
Why should we study? Why should we study Ibrahim family history?
To know the knowledge.
For what knowledge?
What they
It
did.
doesn't make any sense because our history is
About
also.
their way of
See, the thing is, China, are they studying history of Jesus, Moses, Muhammad? They are destroying the church and the mosque, and today Allah has given
They
them.
are communist.
They are not communists. They are spiritual people. They are following the traditional way of life.
Yeah.
They have traditional way of life, and Allah has given them a status of superpower. And today India was a superpower because we adopted the invaders' religion and left the God-guided path, that is spiritualism. And today we have become a slave on our own land. So
And China is the oppressor of the Muslims in that Xinjiang region.
yeah, and you just see,
They are allowing them.
good, no? Why should they allow?
They are not them allowing them to practice their own religious.
What religion? Namaz which is there is copied from Zoroastrianism.
They are not allowing to dress like Muslims. They are not allowed to go.
The thing with tradition way of life, Tamil people should wear their Tamil dress code. Why wearing an Arabic dress? Will he become a Muslim?
Yeah, that's I agree with you. People are
So
adopting their Arabic culture.
So alien, that's nothing to do with. Chinese are just protecting their traditional way of life, and if somebody has become for some money they have converted to Islam and Christianity, so they have the full right to bring them back to their traditional way of life. So they are doing the right thing.
Satyugam prolonging due to four beastly regime disguised as Muslim world. Satyugam possible only through straight path of first Siddha Tamil Shiva. Nandri Vanakkam.